Hey guys, it's B, and I am coming to you today with my October wrap-up. I did pretty good this month. I read 6 books, 4 novellas, and 1 little parody book. I don't even know what genre, how to describe it. You'll see in a little bit. Okay, so for the first book, it was The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, and that was my second book for Banned Books Week. I gave it 4 stars. Quick read, pretty interesting story. It's a dystopian tale. I just felt like something was missing, like some underlying connection that just didn't completely suck me into the story. The characters were developed okay, the writing style was alright. Like I said, it was a quick read, but I don't know, I recommend it. I just don't get the awesome hype that's behind it. What do you guys think? Have you read it? Like, did it blow you away? Did the ending bother you? Kind of bothered me, just being like left cliffhanging like that. And yes, this is my wine sippy cup, because that's how I roll. And the next book, oh my god, you guys. This was one that I was highly anticipating before it came out. And it's The Marriage of Opposites by Alice Hoffman. I've talked about this one before. Beautiful cover. And oh, gorgeous. And pages. Love it. I really love the story. This is my first time reading something by Alice Hoffman, and I absolutely adored it. Great character development. The way she describes the island that they live on, just like so realistic and totally sucks you in. I absolutely love it. The book is based on the Impressionist artist Camille Pissarro, his mother. The later part of the book is based on his story and his struggle with wanting to be an artist. You feel for the characters. Kind of heartbreaking. I highly recommend it. For me to stay up reading and like not sleeping to like finish something because I can't put it down, that says a lot. And just the fact that I gave it 5 stars. I consider myself a fan of Impressionism, and I'd never heard of Camille Pissarro. After reading this, I immediately Googled him to see his works, and so I have like another favorite artist to add to the list. So not only was the story interesting, I have learned new tidbits about art history and have a new favorite painter. So definitely recommend The Marriage of Opposites. The next book that I read, an ebook, was The Grace Keepers by Kirsty Logan. And oh my gosh, another book that I gave 5 stars. It's really a 4.5 to me, but I enjoyed it so much. When I read the synopsis, when I first discovered the book, it kind of reminds me of The Night Circus, kind of meets Station 11. Even though I wasn't a fan of Station 11, but I was hoping that the mixture of the two would make a novel that I enjoy, and it really, really did. It's another dystopian tale, and I love the way the author writes and describes the world. There's 2 societies. I don't want to give away too much, but I love it. Great story. I really found myself getting kind of like lost in the fantasy fairy tale of it all. I liked it a lot. But the 0.5 and the 4.5, it's just that there were a few questions that weren't kind of answered. I don't know if that's just to go along with the theme of like folklore and fairy tale, just things are the way they are because that's the way it is, or if it was a misstep by the author just leaving that out, like why the 2 societies have split and what caused the split and why they can't get along. That kept it from being a 5-star rating review, but I highly, highly recommend it. I was super happy after reading that one. So it's good. That's 2 5-star books back to back, and it's crazy because I have been anticipating so many books this year, and there have been some duds and disappointments, but finishing the year out strong, so I hope this trend keeps going. Next up, The Dinner by Herman Koch. The way the synopsis would lead you to believe that it's a dark, mysterious story. There are these 2 families of 2 boys that commit some horrible act or crime. The families coming together to just, I guess, discuss what to do with the boys and how to handle the scenario. I don't know, I felt kind of duped. I'm gonna give this one 3 stars. I felt like the author was trying to get the readers to think that they were involved in a story that was more maniacal and darker than it was. A lot of unanswered questions. Like, I closed it, and I remember as soon as I was done, I was like, what the F did I just read? So, and not in a good way. It had so much potential, but it fell so short to me. I probably would have gotten a 2 for me, but an extra star for like the idea and the concept. Have you guys read this? Like, what did you think? And next, another ebook, Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. If you guys saw my TBR for October, you know that I was like super hyped for this one, like so excited about the story. This one, 3 stars, fell flat for me. There wasn't like a huge connection with the characters. I thought it was going to be cool to live out the main character story because it was going to show back and forth her going through life depending on which path that she chose. I don't know, it just sounded really interesting and cool to me, but no real thrill and connection with this one. So again, another book with a great concept, but it was just mediocre. But it is a short, quick read, so if you're looking for that, I don't know, maybe give it a try. Okay, and we're gonna take a little sippy sip for this next one here, because, woo. The next book was You by Carolyn Kepnes, I don't know. Gave this one 5 stars. I know I'm on a roll, I can't believe it, I can't even believe it's happening to me, coming from me. The only thing I will say about this one, you guys, is that it has a lot of violence, triggers, things like that, so if you're uncomfortable with material like that, then you're gonna want to just blow by this one. Creepy, stalker, violent things happening, and you're okay with reading that. This book, oh my god, and I'm so grateful to all of you guys out there on BookTube because that is how I found out about this bad boy, and I absolutely love it. Another one that I found myself staying up late trying to get through because I liked it so much, and I honestly wish I didn't know as much as I knew going into it, so definitely less is more with this one. I've also heard that it's great on audiobook, like super creepy, so I would give that a try too if you're into those, but this is such a good read, and volume 2 I believe is coming out in February of next year, so exciting, creepy. It was perfect reading for October for Halloween, super creepy, highly recommend it, disturbing, but I liked it so much, so good, and that crazy cover, like loving it. Okay, and next, I'm totally gonna date myself, but I know some of you guys are like in my age range, so do you remember the Little Miss and Mr. books? Hold on, I'm gonna run downstairs and get them just to share with those of you that are here. Hang on. Okay, a little out of breath, I just ran downstairs and back up to get these. Okay, so do you guys remember Little Miss books? You guys remember these? That is some 70s goodness. I think these were 70s. Oh, 81. So like 80s. Like Little Miss Splendid, Mr. Chatterbox, Mr. Nonsense, Little Miss Shy, Little Miss Late. That used to be me. Little Miss Plump, that's me now. And Mr. Busy. So I grew up with these, love these so much. Just look at that, so fun. And it's vintage, like me. I was on Instagram and I happened to notice that there is a new parody coming out. So I jumped at the chance to get a copy for review of the Little Miss Basic Boo. Oh, what? This was great. It's so fun. Her little Uggs, her pumpkin spice latte, oversized like name brand purse, whereas these were encouraging kids to have better traits. These are just absolutely hilarious. There's like a few more, but like Little Miss Passive Aggressive or something, like that is on my list too. So this is cute, like if you're into pop culture, if you remember the OG series, this parody is so cute, and I hope to collect all of the books. Absolutely love. Also want to take a second to share some little creepy toys I got for Halloween. Oh, it's Jason Voorhees. Ooh, little Pop Funko. Isn't he cute? Absolutely adorable. I almost died when I saw him because Jason's one of my favorites. I'm so sad that I didn't get the other ones because I sent the boyfriend back to see if Chucky was there or if they even had a Michael Myers. I don't think I saw one, but they were out. So he got a cute little mini Chucky. Oh, I love the mini Chucky. So I just wanted to share that since it was October and all. This is part of my wrap-up. Last, I was going through trying to see if I had any Halloween themed or scary stories, anything like that, and came across one that I must have had for at least probably 4 years. It's called That Vampire, and it's a series of like 6 novellas. I read the first one, and I know I got this book for free, and it's so crazy because it's such a cute little interesting story. And I liked it so much that I ended up getting the box set, books 1 through 4, to see if I'd like it. And then, well, I do, because I'm on 4 right now. I was hoping to finish it yesterday on Halloween. I'll probably finish that today, but I love it so much. And when I'm done, I'm planning on getting the next 2 books. The first one was That Vampire 1, and these are by Johnny B. Truant. And I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It's basically the story of an underdog that gets turned into a vampire. The guy is overweight, doesn't take care of himself, and so it's just the discrimination that he goes through, not only from humans thinking that they know what the idealized vampire look is, but also within the vampire community. So he's just like struggling to come to terms and cope with his new powers and abilities and all that, and he still craves like human fast food, pizza and fried chicken, and it's really cute and funny and quirky. The second one is That Vampire 2, Tastes Like Chicken. I gave that one 4 stars. That Vampire 3, All You Can Eat, and I gave that one 4 stars. It's more like a 3.5, but it's still a really cute story. I'm just still in kind of the beginning of number 4, which is Harder, Better, Badder, Stronger. I definitely recommend a cute little series. Like, I'm so happy I just happened to take a chance on that. So that is it for October. How did you guys do? Did you do Creeptober? Or did you have a mix of regular and some Halloween stuff? Or did you just read nothing that had to do with like the season at all? I would love to hear about it. Leave me some comments below. Let me know what your favorite book of October was. Since it was Halloween and spooky time, whatever, I'm gonna go with you. Totally loved it. So that is what is all this that I'm doing? What is all this? I can't even do it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share, and it'd be awesome if you subscribe to see more, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.